the Mighty Thor. Madness 80 here. Very excited to take a look at Marvel 80 years Thor, Mighty Thor. Classic Thor. We haven't seen a figure like this. For us old guys who've been collecting Marvel Legends forever, Toy Biz did one pretty much identical costume to this, and we'll do a ton of comparisons. Heroes, villains, got me in an Asgardian mood. Lots of news since I last spoke to you. Jane Foster coming to the big screen as Thor. We got new Blade. In terms of Marvel Legend figures, tons of reveals. Avengers Wave 3 looks like the best Avengers Wave. Heimdall, finally, Heimdall. Very excited for that. That's definitely the figure of that wave already, in my opinion. But yeah, let's focus on Thor. Let's focus on some Asgardians. Let's take a trip down memory lane at other Thors and have some fun. So let's dive in. The Mighty Thor in your face. Dude, this figure is so good looking. Man, let's get him up. Let's take the Mjolnir out for a second. Get him posed. Get him up close. Get some light on him. There we go. Look how clean the apps are. So good. My only gripe with this figure is I feel like my hair is separate from the helmet. And you can't even tell because it just looks like a shadow, but pliable wings, the silver on this dome. The blonde hair even has highlights. Usually, you know, he's a god, so he's got to be, you know, have that aura of him. He isn't filthy here. He's looking good, but you got some white in there. Cape is sculpted fantastically. Looks well draped. You know, hopefully we see this body again for a classic Beta Ray build. At least the torso part. But man, this figure. Belt, clean. This is one of like the cleanest paint apps I've seen, you know, and you're paying that extra $5. You're not paying for a cardboard box, you're paying for quality here. Look at that. I'm in love with these wraps, man. These are sculpted so nicely. This is ridiculous. Look at that. Just gushing. Arms are huge. He looks great. Let me show you what we had to deal with back then. And you know, to be fair, this figure was not that bad for its time. I mean, an articulated figure like this was kind of unheard of at the time. But it's pretty much one for one, you know. I mean, it's based off of the same material, but I mean, now we could see how awful the hips are, how little the waist is, how just, you know, it just doesn't look as good. He skipped leg day compared to this one. Well, maybe not in the thigh area, but yeah. So this one's, you know, the face for its time wasn't bad. What was this, 2006? Sorry, I don't know if you could see that. You don't need to see that, I'm telling you. 2006. Yeah, man, 2006. I mean, just such a better figure from Hasbro, naturally, as it should be, you know. There's no, I don't know who still had this in their display, but it was good for the time, you know. And this is definitely a fantastic and much needed upgrade, given that there's been so many versions of Thors over the years, and Thor himself reintroduced Marvel Legends with the return of Marvel Legends Thor. You know, a little bit taller, but I'm not going to complain. Different art style, different artist. I forget the name, but this Thor, yeah, came in a sweet looking package. I have the regular one too, but I mean, I like the highlights on this are fantastic. Boom, look at that, looking good. A little shorter this time, so there's obviously no consistency in terms of scale here from Hasbro with these different Thors. don't think this is gonna fit on camera, but I think these were the same, pretty much the same leg, same body. Huge. Those look great together. God, that Thor's so good, man, for classic Thor. Let's get this guy off camera. So Thor, enough gushing. Thor came with closed fists for his left hand. Sculpted pretty well. Veins, all that stuff. I personally prefer the open hand. I feel like that's how you would summon lightning, right? Better than Mjolnir. Which is great that they sculpted this into. I mean, look at it. It looks like it's stone. It's not like that swirly plastic we're used to getting for metal. I mean, nice wraps. Smaller handle than what we're used to. Strap. Really good. Really good. So I'm doing this late. Sorry if I don't sound enthused and hyped. I'm actually trying to just keep my voice down and be polite for those in the house. But Thor here, his head is on ball and hinge, hindered by the hair though. So, I mean, you can only get him to look up so far. Really not at all. And I don't really want to mess up the mold or the shape of the hair there. I think you can. It's pretty thick. It's not pliable or forgiving at all. But with this fantastic diaphragm joint, you can get a lot. So, full rotation, 360 ball jointed shoulders. Looking good. These arms are sculpted amazingly. Bicep. Double jointed elbows. Going up that far. Wrist and hinge. Well, wrist, the wrist has a hinge and a swivel. As you can see, I swapped the hands quickly so you can look at the peg there. It fits nicely. Pops right in. Get a nice popping sound. Fantastic diaphragm. Look at that. That far back, this far forward, this far to the side, this far to that side. Have him looking, holding Mjolnir that high. Good waist. Forward, back. Thigh cut. Double joint knees. Look at that. Boot. Hinge and swivel. Rocker. So we already compared Thor to a bunch of Thors and one different version of Thor, but let's get some new Asgardians in here. Here he is with Hela. I wish I had this out when I did the Hela and Scourge review, but oh well. Here he is next to Angela, looking pretty good. God of Thunder, God of Mischief. These look great together. Not the classic Valkyrie I'd like, but Valkyrie nonetheless. Again, looking great together. Here he is with Lady Sif. The new and more modern Beta Ray Bill. The All-Father himself, looking awesome. Here he is next to Vor. Lady Loki. Here he is with the Enchantress. Ulik, next to him. And finally, the Wrecking Crew. So this dude's hitting target right now, along with Iron Man and the Juggernaut and Colossus 2-pack. Luis and Ghost, and I'm forgetting one, Hulk and Wolverine, which I already took a look at. Please look at that video if you haven't yet. Again, appreciate your likes, your comments. Thank you so much. I hit in the beginning of the month, I hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm about 1,200 now, and thank you so much, man. That happened kind of quick, and that wouldn't have happened without you guys. So thank you again. You know, hit the bell. I'm trying to get videos up a little more often. This week was a little busy at work. Real life takes precedent, unfortunately. So we'll do a double header video with Colossus, Juggernaut, Luis, and Ghost. Just get those out of the way. And you know, I've been fortunate enough to have a network of friends that were able to get me the SDCC exclusives, even outside of Marvel. So really stoked for that. We'll be diving into those figures as well. Again, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. Take care.